What's up, everyone, and welcome to Ghost Bros Gaming, where today I'm going to be highlighting 4 different archetypes that are going to get cratered off the market in the coming months and why you should be picking them up now. But before I get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can get more of this awesome content.
Ghost Bros Gaming.
Alright, so first up on my set of archetypes you should be picking up cards for. Trap Tricks, obviously. If you've been paying attention, you know that there's a Trap Trick structure deck on the horizon, and if you've been paying attention to the market, you would see that the Dark Worlds, which just had a structure deck released and is another fan favorite archetype, these cards are just getting cratered off the market, right? I mean, we look at some of these ultimate rares are, we get 55 for the Brow, we got 34 for the Silva. We could see similar types of prices for these Trap Tricks cards, which Rafflesia sitting at like 39 right now. Mermelio's already been bought out to around 10. Dianea, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is sitting around 2 or 3. That's also another card you're going to be playing in this deck. So if I were you guys, I'd be picking up these ultimate rares for sure. I think that they're going to be raising in price. Even if you don't even play this card, they're going to see a bump just because that's how the market works. Everything even remotely related to the archetype is going to get cratered. So I'd be picking up all of these. You definitely want to make sure you have a playset of Mermelio. You definitely want to make sure you have a playset of Dianea, which the gold rare is actually the highest that you have there. Yeah. And then moving on, the next one that I'd like to highlight is Gishki. So Gishki is getting play in Sprite. It's getting new support in Photon Hypernova, and there's some Sprite variants that have topped over in the OCG. The key thing to look at here is that you're not going to be using all of these Gishki cards in Sprite Gishki. Okay, you're actually only going to need maybe 2 or 3 of these Gishki Aqua Mirrors, 2 or 3 of the Gishki Abyss. I would say 3 on Gishki Abyss, actually. 1 or 2 of Gishki Vision and say 1 or 2 of these Gishki Shadow. But I'd pick up some extra just to sell so you can make a little bit of profit on the side. But yeah, and it's important to note that there are dual terminal versions of these. The dual terminal versions always go stupid in the aftermarket when support's released. So, they could release, say, another super rare of this or an ultra rare of this, which would pretty much plummet the value of these super rares if you bought them. But if you buy the dual terminal, that value is going to hold and go up because a lot of people like that dual terminal style and they find it nice to have. So I would say this is a pretty safe bet to be getting these dual terminal, the Ritual Spell, the Gishki Abyss, and the Shadow. Zilgigas is only actually a one of in these decks, so I wouldn't necessarily be grabbing these at a high rate. One ofs don't typically tend to go up at, we see the rate that 3 ofs or 2 ofs go up in decks, and so I'd definitely be targeting maybe just these first 3. And Gishki Vision, it's a level 2 that they could summon out and uses the entire tribute for their ritual summon of their new Gishki ritual monster coming out in Photon Hypernova. Alright, next up, I'd like to highlight Signet Mining. We see Firewall Dragon support coming in Photon Hypernova, or I guess actually it's the set after that, where Signet Mining could, pick up some value, right? Like we could see these going to 9 or 10 as opposed to, what are we sitting at now, like 8? So if you're looking at playing, oh wow, these are already actually going up. The first eds are actually already 11. I would actually pick these up. I think that these could go maybe even like $15 or $18. Yeah, I mean, Cyberse, this is just literally generic Cyberse support, right? Send 1 card from your hand, add 1 level 4 lower Cyberse monster from your deck. I would definitely be grabbing these. And the final one I'd like to highlight is this Raid Raptor Arsenal Falcon, which actually got bought out a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago. Yeah, around November 15th, spiked up to $7. It's seeing play in the OCG because people are using it in Kashtira to summon out the barrier statue, the same one that's played in Floanderies, to stop your opponent from special summoning anything but wind monsters. And so I would just go ahead and grab one of these. Even if it goes up and gets bought out, I can't see it getting bought out more than like $7 or $8. But it's nicer just to have one. If you're really willing, you could buy 4 of these, potentially try to trade them or sell them if they spike up in price again. But it is seeing play, and if you want to play Kashtira, it's not a bad card to have for only $2. So I'd be grabbing one of these. And so with that, that's going to do me for Ghost Bros Gaming's cards you should be picking up for upcoming archetypes. We're going to keep you in the know on these things as long as you like and subscribe to the channel. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.